Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3, our Mexican Republic under the current president Lucas Alaman, and welcome back in 1844. Just recently we had the, let's call it the first election with census suffrage. Oh, my brain was and was damaged throughout the Christmas holidays and my computer damaged. However, yeah, we had one important re-election just now. We had the Conservative as a close winner. However, the Liberal Party is catching up a little bit. Also the Patriotic Party. Three parties dominating the government right now. We shall see who's going to end up victorious. At the moment, Conservative forces dominate the politics, while we actually managed to push some reforms towards liberalism. Let's see where we go. Exactly. Apart from this, we just lost Texas while we won Guatemala as a protectorate. Yeah. Let's see when the Americans knock on our doors next time, the North Americans. Apart from this, we're just building up, we just expanded our construction a lot. This is why we're doing minus 11k. We introduced also the health system, the charity hospitals. Yeah, a lot of things are out. Let's actually just keep on going and see how the current government is going to handle the situation and what awaits us. Since for the moment we're basically constructing. On the other hand, of course, we do have an eye on... To be honest, since they're just in a war, I mean, it's just the natives. Yeah, maybe I'm getting greedy once again. Our relations with the Brits, cautious, okay? They're doing something in Indore. The French like us. We just had also the trade agreement with the French. Yeah, well. The Russians, yeah. Am I being greedy again? I mean, worst case, actually last time we could have offered them Colorado, for example, and the Americans would have stayed out. Or El Salvador. Guys, we shall just risk it, whatever. We have Alaman proved to be greedy before. Our mission is to get the Central Americas back, while the states are just occupied and not in... Oh, they also were. They were rearming, oh god. Nevertheless, let's try. Worst case, we have to give up another state to them. If they intervene, if the Brits intervene, I don't know. It's going to be really annoying. But let's do that. Let's extend our influence before more people are interested. It gets even more difficult. So let's try that. And we shall see who's gonna... since the Americans seem to show some interest. We should also sway Guatemala, I guess, since otherwise we have to do a landing operation. It's gonna be quite hard. I just realized. And I will immediately sway now. Okay, let's see. Transfer states, and of course they will... Okay, let's give the Mexican Texas. This is a little bit cheesy, but yeah, then we stop just... Let's say it's an agreement, we stop colonizing over here. Then they will help us out. And actually they will join our side, which is pretty helpful. And with Guatemala... Actually, with the Americans, or with the US on our side... I feel like we can even land here easily. They should help us with that. But come on. Let's give the Guatemala an obligation. And then it should be actually no problem at all. And then we shall take those guys. And best case they even give in. Okay, this was maybe to some extent cheesy, but with the US, but this is kind of easy game. I feel like the British will not intervene, especially if the US is in there. Do they have an alliance? A lot of times they do. No, they do not. And yeah, now New Mexican Texas. This they could get it after the war, probably. Yeah. Oh, in the meantime, I think one of our first industries. Like now we have our first own tool production going on. Let's go there. No, we cannot go directly to steel tools, of course, since we don't have any. Yeah, but the Mexico is industrializing quickly. What a magnificent city over here. By Guerrero, the harbor got finished. Nice. So we've got also two ports, Veracruz and Guerrero both. And also by doing so, also the market access should have been solved over here, right? Do we have any... Now we can take the road out, which is nice, and same here, right? Yeah. Road maintenance goes. Good that you remember that. Alright, and there we go. The war with Honduras breaks out. It's like not taking it serious at all. And thank you. Yeah, the US is showing us how it's done apparently. Leading the way with big units. Yeah. Is this a threat? Are they coming through Mexico to kind of pose a threat? What they will do to show how efficient militaries work? We shall see. We do have apparently a wood problem. And before I start importing more, I definitely don't want to import wood. This is something we can do ourselves. So let's see where it makes sense right now. We extend Yucatan over here. Jalisco. Yeah, let's do it where we have already to use a little bit of this economies of scale. Well, I mean, now we here have no laborers. Then let's go to 6 in Guerrero. Also no laborers, but at least 2. And I think I'll prioritize this since we need logging camps. Are we running them at... are they all doing... lead mines? I think over time we also need more coal mines. Okay, in Guerrero I will not get any more logging. We need the workers over here. This goes up. Gold rush, migration attraction or gold throughput. Since we don't know if we can hold California, definitely throughput. I wanted to control, I was once again just babbling while not finishing the sentence, pardon. I want to check if I wanted, what kind of logging camps are we running. Yeah, okay, the hardwood from Guerrero is the only place that's okay. And suddenly again, an extremely positive jump. Oh, I should have... Okay, I didn't add any more war goals to influence Honduras in some ways. But I guess they're fine, they have kind of the same government. Yeah, that's okay. Central Archives. How many... Shall we use them already? Oh, I'm not even using the filing cabinets. Too expensive in the end, yeah. And we don't need the... right now. No, we don't need the bureaucracy right now. But good to know we have it. We don't need to build government buildings too quickly, new ones. And guys, like before we've been discussing if it's better to have them like directly. I think, of course, I could have conquered the states. I mean, with the Central Americans being accepted or like not being discriminated, this would have worked pretty easily, I'd say. Oh, and they are back. They're back and happy, the landowners. That's good to know. But, you know, it was kind of a roleplay also reason, because then we, not only roleplay, of course, now their governments can also build and extend some of the buildings while they're already a part of the market, which is good. At the same time, I found it kind of more fitting since they dissolved already from Central America to certain states, and since Mexico is also Federated Republic, I find it more fitting if we have them as protectorates and maybe integrate them as states over time back into our Mexican empire. So, yeah, republic, pardon. But we researched the joint stock companies. A joint stock company is one whose ownership is divided into a number of shares which are held unequally by many investors, who derive dividends from the company according to the size of the portion they own. This allows trading of partial ownership and investment by both rich and middle-class businessmen. Very nice, more capitalist investment pool contribution and number of companies went up. So before we pick the company, let's have a look first on what we're going to research. And I already spoiled it last time. We're definitely going to go for general stuff since we need the skirmish infantry ourselves to be able to keep up with the US troops, even though they just helped us out. And we're still in the war. Can we already make them... Oops. No, they're in soon. Alright, now let's add the next one we can get. And it looks like we only have one available company, but it's actually wonderfully perfect, since we're gonna extend the mice farms a lot, at least 12 of them, and that's gonna speed up the progress. So yes, combined Mexican agriculture. Alright, let's keep on going. Question is if I shall just continue and go straight to Nicaragua's. We have a low infamy, so... And do the same stuff again with the states, I'm not sure. Offer them Colorado in exchange for Nicaragua. Well. Let's definitely improve the relations with them, since we definitely need to reduce the autonomy with the protectorates over time, so they look green on the map. This is basically the only reason. Let's see. There's no chance they will accept. Yeah, I think it is the time. We're doing it right now. We're getting them into the system. Come on, let's do it. They're not at war anymore, but it wouldn't have changed anyhow their situation. The Brits, they are actually in a war. Okay, Portugal and Mozambique. I think they won't bother if we get Nicaragua. And again, the US Americans, we will get in with Colorado, hopefully. Let's see if they're interested. Probably they're quite interested, yes. And I think we don't even need the access so badly. Can we actually... Is Honduras swayable? No, just Guatemala, so... Uh-oh. Good that we're gonna get... We definitely... Oh, don't miss the point. We definitely also need... the US... a fleet, basically. Which one I'm gonna... Oh! They just want New Mexico. Which is quite a big chunk. And then we can't continue with Colorado. Just that we need them, right? Because we don't have the navy to do a landing down here. Honduras can't be swayed. Guys... Nah, before I can try to be greedy, but I'm 100% sure then Honduras and Nicaragua is gonna sway the US. We have to do what we have to do. Feeding the big friend who's probably like wants the rest too and is not gonna be our friend so soon anymore. But it is what it is, and these guys can get rather stationed in Mexico. Gold discovered in Nevada. Okay, nice. Also here we're gonna do the gold fields. I mean, at least we're utilizing the gold fields quite handsomely. Maybe this is where the money is coming from. Minting 27k, yeah, that's... And we do have also the company, right, where the minting is plus 10% minting. Yeah. Well, for the moment it is what it is. We don't get enough small arms? Oh, come. And let's get some from the French again. Market access in California and Nevada. Well... Okay, California, let's be nice once in a while. Oh, we're building already a port. Okay, it's coming. Shall we prioritize this? Actually not. And what is here? Banana plantations, and it's almost done. Then let's get it up, actually. Like from... But we need also the price for the grain was still pretty expensive, so we definitely want to get some more grain production out. War with Nicaragua has broken out, okay. How are we gonna do it? This is the question now. I mean, we can try, you know, and then I hope that the US is gonna send some troops as well. Would be a bad. There's somebody coming, nice. Let's see, I think together we should be able to perform this landing successfully. Don't forget, so here we've got this British... Is this Belize, actually? Not really, no. This is... Or, no, this is Belize, okay. And down here, the Mosquito Kingdom. Okay, our landing fails. What does it? But with the Americanos, with the Gringos coming in, we shall see. Mexican Colorado is isolated, okay. Well... Maybe we can sell it to them or something also. And then about these provinces we have to talk. As long keeping California would be lovely. Once again. Okay, infertile grounds. Finding both the Mexican public and supposed political allies unreceptive for these ideas. Frustrated, Juan Bautista Godoy has decided to retire from the realms of politics, opting instead to spend the rest of his days penning embittered reflections on what could have been. He was the enacted bureaucrats, yeah, Godoy. I give these bumpkins the truth and how I'm rewarded with deafening silence. And they call Mexico City a city of ideas, of culture. The only evidence of cultivation I found in that cesspool of a city came from the fields outside of it, and even they were cared for poorly. Good riddance to you all, I say, sirs. Good riddance to you all. Alrighty. Let's have him exiled, actually, because we don't need even more... let's... Pop attraction at least. We're making him already quite strong in the next 5 years. It's not such a big of a deal. But still. We can afford it. Let's exile him. Let's see if somebody's doing a good job here. Yeah, with such an income, once again, I'm kind of tempted. And I will also extend our construction once again a bit. Mainly in Mexico City. Wait. I hope they're preparing a landing down here. It looks like ours failed, so we have to try again. What is the American Navy? Is this just ships? This is just ships, oh god. And I gave New Mexico for that, guys. But they're going somewhere, hopefully picking up some troops, I'm not sure. At Gulf of Mexico, presence... I don't know, it's hard to tell actually. Maybe I have to... Yeah, our landing here. No, we can't carry enough troops. West Indies Navy Yard, Boston. They don't bring troops. The last war, but this was with a land connection. Yeah, this was the problem. Well, we can keep up this war for a bit, sure. Let's see if they bring in some... I mean, New Mexico. How much was New Mexico in the end? 64k people. And we lost some Mexicans, sure, that's sad. And nothing else in the end. However, it would be nice to see a payoff. How are we gonna do that? I guess I need to increase the army soon. We also probably need some more ships. Let's do it then. At least 6 frigates. And it shall... Then we have the money before we make too much plus. We shall rather do it like this. And they are quickly built, so it actually... Let's build some more troops on top too. Since the Americans are not our long-term friends or Not necessarily. And I hope they're quickly built normally. Let's see. A little bit. These protectorate, yeah, of course. That's my. I was in the end. I was again too greedy, seeing the situation and wanting getting done all for being done down here. There's still El Salvador and Costa Rica, so I guess I'm gonna slow down a bit on those guys. And let's see how quickly we can arm up. Six weeks, okay. At least the capitalist is already like, building some plantations, which is helpful also for the future economy. And I'm again tempted a little bit to get even more out, since we can still afford this easily and want to be faster. Yes, 2 more. And then we have to wait. We've got to wait if we can get this invasion done. But come on, gringos, send me some invasion force. Can we just violate sovereignty? I never did it actually. I've never ever done this in Victoria 3, violating, but I cannot really. Why? Land theater adjacent to both leaders, yeah. Of course, with my own vessels, I cannot do it. I forecasted even the problem, and still I was too greedy. Genesis of the Venezuelan culture, okay, interesting. Hydraulic cranes. Sorry, didn't read it, but yeah, just a higher crane level. We really need more paper. Can't even import it properly, so let's see. Definitely don't want to export iron anymore, that was quite expensive. Cancel on here. Okay, is that paper we need, right? Do we have sulfur? Oh, it's already in construction also. Do we have sulfur? Yeah, we do. Oh, in California, super. Yeah, for the moment, 1 mine, this doesn't really hurt. Is my army already growing with the new constructions out over here? Not really. Good thing is we're also not going down with the war support, so we have plenty of time to build it in the end, and it doesn't cost us really anything, the war. That's the good side, yeah. Is there any chance we just move them out here? Maybe we can do some raid convoys. I don't know if they're trading at all. There's a secession diplomatic play in Piemonte Uprising. Okay, the Republic of San Marco down here in Europe. The war that Prussia was fighting is probably over. Yes, doesn't look very successful. Ooh, China. Normally they don't look like that. Is this the Heavenly Kingdom if they're successful take all of China instead of king? However, they're getting beaten hard by the Russians, who are going for Kyrgyzia, Tomsk, Ilia, and the treaty port. Okay, yeah, the classical Russian conquests. At the same time, the Brits are doing. They're conquering 2 entire provinces. Holy moly! And we've got an uprising up here. Yeah, we shall send some troops even. Should be quickly brought to the end. Yeah, in the meantime, actually, like our inner political situation looks pretty good. People are feeling quite well, even the landowners now being in charge. Let's have a quick look if there's anything really helpful what we can do. Local police foot would be nice. And a dedicated police force, not the local one. And everybody loves that. That's actually great. Then it's just a little bit of bureaucracy. We can afford this, especially if you can take up at this point. Yeah, for a peaceful and not so revolutionary character of a 19th century Mexico, it would be nice to have a dedicated police force. Let's try to get them. And as you see, wow, basically the atmosphere is really loving. Like after the last revolutions, we kind of, at least for a short time, we overcame the inner political problems. Still, a question remains if we can overcome the problems of our bad planning for this attack if the US doesn't want to land down there. And that, at least we get the, maybe with the better infantry actually, since we get now general stuff, which allows us to go for skirmish infantry. Okay, here we can also improve the artillery. And I will do both. I know we get penalties for doing it, but I hope we can wait for a bit. So, this is what we're gonna do here. Then let's also get field works. We wanna be ready for a potential next war with the States, even though I think they're outproducing. Oh, holy. They're improving the relations, so let's see, maybe they have decided to change a bit their attitude towards us. Nevertheless, I let them do the job. Probably they still will come back with the request to get some of our land, which is understandable if you have the claims and so forth. But maybe if we can, let's see how long they go. France, this. I wonder how long it takes until they grade up to skirmish infantry. Maybe after the month, I'm not sure. Yeah, the war with the Navajo should be decided quite easily and quickly. Yeah, but I guess our our Nicaraguan adventure, not really. We're gonna take some time. We get another event. And Discord with the industrialists. An influential faction within the industrialists has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of dedicated police force. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent of passing it. How can you all stand idly by and watch the world pass before your eyes? Have you no sense of honor, or duty to your fellow man? I say nay to such lack of ambition, and I dare say I am not alone with this. With their support, the bill shall pass, or the armed forces extend an open hand to these mavericks. So who is actually being addressed? I guess the intelligentsia. Benito Juarez is being addressed, since they are not in line with the industrialists. Kind of want them, not huge, but yeah, definitely we don't want them all in the armed forces. So yeah, let's rather pass the bill. Since we're actually over here, we're making progress now. -2. I was, in the beginning, I was very uncertain if we can do that, but now I feel like it will be possible to actually pass what we wanted to. Gold depleted in California, okay. How many gold mines can we build? 4 of them. Well, I mean, even if we lose them, we will get them out and we try to profit short term from this. I will try to, yeah. And gold fields depleted, then yeah, unfortunate. We don't need the migration attraction so badly to California, so yes, miners, go home. Oh, sorry guys, normally I'm of course trying to read that, but not this time. Alright guys, I think this is also once again a good moment to basically end by the end of this year, this very episode. We will not resolve the war down here, since our allies refuse to support us with with their landing infantry. We just need a landing, come on guys. At the same time, we still have line infantry. Are we done with our, yeah, we're done with building the barracks. We've upgraded basically our army a lot. And nevertheless, we have to wait a bit until they stack up, I guess, until they recruited and so forth. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here at the last day of the year. a lot has been achieved yet. Here we stay out with, of course, with this is not our case. I don't need to fight Utah with them. I mean, I could for some. Let's see if they were. Oh, sorry, guys. I wanted to stop at this point. Anyways, we've been at least successful with Honduras, Guatemala already in our market. Next step would be Nicaragua, and then, of course, Costa Rica. So we're slowly getting our grip on this. The United States are trying to improve their relations with us. That's nice to see, but I still highly doubt that they will keep them from targeting these states over here. However, we shall see. It's 1847. The moment, inner politically speaking, this looks marvelous. Also, our money or economy situation was pretty nice due to the gold rush, I guess, and so forth. So we can, well, we're trying to reinvest all this stuff. Now we did for our army and naval military forces, but yeah, we shall also reinvest in our agriculture and industry very soon. Yeah, if you let me know if you have any suggestions or ideas what we shall do or how to perform Mexico. But apart from this, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't yet, it would be amazing if you leave me a like and subscription, since it doesn't cost you anything and basically pushes this channel and keeps me on going. So thank you very much for this, and then see you just next time in the next episode. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.